The protection of children and young people, the hidden victims, as they've been called, of domestic violence, has always been a priority of Foyle Women's Aid. Over the years, they've made vital links with other helping agencies. Speaking on the value of those important partnerships is Kieran Downey from the Western Health and Social Care Trust. Kieran is, among other things, chair of the Western Area Outcomes Group, responsible for the delivery of services to women and children, and Executive Director of Social Work, Western Health and Social Care Trust. Thank you, Kieran.
Good morning. Thank you, Anita. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honour and a privilege to have the opportunity to address you at this very auspicious occasion to mark the 40th anniversary of Foyle Women's Aid. Firstly, I bring with me the congratulations and best wishes of the Western Health and Social Care Trust Corporate Management Team and Trust Board, indeed that of our Chairman, Niall Berthwhistle, and our Chief Executive, Elaine Way. But I also bring with me the warm wishes, congratulations, and commitment to continue to work together from our professional social work staff and senior management team within the Women and Children's Directorate. When I was taken some time earlier in the week to begin to reflect on what I might say, the common thread of all of my thoughts was around partnership. And I want to reflect on that partnership for a moment. The partnership between Foyle Women's Aid and the Western Health and Social Care Trust is now 10 years old, but the partnership with the Legacy Health and Social Care family stretches back many years before. Indeed, the foundation stone was set in the early 70s and 80s with the formation of the Foyle Interagency Domestic Violence Forum that was chaired by Phil Mahan and latterly by my predecessor, John Doherty. Foyle Women's Aid were a central partner as work commenced to promote the issues around domestic violence, to begin to converse on the challenges that it was presenting to us all, and to commence beginning to raise awareness of this serious illness that was in our society. And as previous speakers have reflected, it is also worth remembering that all of this was done against a backdrop of significant civil unrest and a poor socio-economic landscape in Derry. But you know, the best partnerships aren't dependent on a mere common goal or getting together to begin to converse, but a shared pathway and a sense of equality, of desire, and no small measure of passion. I don't need to tell you that partnerships are never easy, but they require patience, fortitude, and an unwavering belief in what they are trying to achieve. And that's what Foyle Women's Aid always brought to the table with us as we try to foster and nurture our partnership working. Since 2007, the Western Trust has built on that vision and desire with you. Today, we have a vibrant partnership built on that common goal and with an underpinning philosophy that the whole is greater than the sum of all its parts. The strength of any partnership had protection and its people, and indeed the pursuit of prosecution and holding people to account to ensure that social justice was at the heart of everything and what we'd done. And you know, that success just translates across into the working practices of both organisations. And now today, we see Women's Aid receiving and making referrals into our trust. In 2009, the Trust established its own Child Protection Domestic Violence Specific Team to develop our expertise further and to build on the knowledge, values and skills in domestic violence. Much of that inspiration came from our work with Foyle Women's Aid. This team now has a social worker with the specific expertise and skills in working with the perpetrators of domestic violence. Foyle Women's Aid wanted to see that partnership working further develop and blossom. and through the past 10 years has seen the Domestic Violence Partnership firmly established, and it has become a vibrant, knowledgeable and action-focused group with membership including PSNI, Probation, Education, Men Actions Network, Men's Advisory Panel, NSPCC, Action for Children, local councils, Nexus, our PPS, NIPSA, the Housing Executive, Bernardo's and Victim Support. However, the ultimate measure of any person or indeed any organisation is not where they stand in moments of comfort or convenience, but where do they stand at times of challenge and controversy? Foyle Women's Aid have never shirked their responsibility to vulnerable women and children. They have worked tirelessly to provide safe services in modern, purpose-built environments. And you know, the transformation of Ashley Wood Home, which is a former children's home, is remarkable. I was just reflecting on the last speaker, and it was good that when we were able to transfer a former children's home to begin to do the work around Ashley Wood, we didn't have anybody to scale walls or to squat in the building illegally. Our partnership had meant there was a common purpose and we knew where we needed to go. But you know what? Those opportunities don't happen. It just wasn't fortuitous. You have to create them. Foyle Women's Aid create them. They don't sit back on their laurels. But you know, 40 years reflecting back is always good to do. And it's important to do. And it's important to take the time to remember the history. But it's also a time to begin to look towards the future. And in 2016, the Department of Health and the Department of Justice jointly launched the new Domestic and Sexual Violence Strategy. The partnership is currently involved in developing new structures for delivery on the actions from that strategy. And again, Foyle Women's Aid are at the forefront in shaping what the future needs to look like, so services are able to meet the new challenges presented by society today and in the years to come. Work has commenced around the planning of a justice centre in the Foyle area, as well as the development of a children's centre to provide much-needed services to children who have experienced domestic violence. And you know what? The philosophy is simple. Let's give all of our children the best start in life. And the creation of nurturing services will help support those children who have had the adverse childhood experiences. And you know, through intensive work and nurturing, begin to break the intergenerational cycle of domestic violence and abuse. I wish to end by extending my congratulations once again and thanks to Mary Brown and Foyle Women's Aid. What you have achieved is second to none, and we have proud to be a partner with you and working in collaboration in the past and into the future. As Director of Children's Services and Executive Director of Social Work in the Western Trust, I look forward to the future with optimism. And you know, I often use the quote, and I end with J.B. Priestley, who said, you know, I have always been delighted by the prospect of a new day, a new tomorrow, a fresh day, just one more start with perhaps a bit of magic somewhere unfolding behind the morning. And I know as we continue to work with Foyle Women's Aid, the prospect of that magic unfolding behind the morning will translate into a tangible reality for vulnerable families almost on a daily basis. We are pleased to play our part along with you, and we look forward to building on the last 40 years over the next 40. Congratulations and well done, and thank you.